Hello, and welcome to this special edition of Tarot Insights. We're going to be looking at forecasting 2022. In each day of the week, we're going to cover a different one. Today is Monday, and so today's topic is love, relationships, and we're going to look at it from the perspective of 2022. Now, everything may not apply to you. We may talk about if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship. There's no way that one forecast can be perfectly applied to each person individually, but we're going to talk about things to think about, things to work on, and general possibilities, right? But think about possibilities in a psychic reading as you go to a store and you may have the possibility to buy chocolate cake or to buy ice cream or to buy fruit and vegetables. And you have to make the choice on what you're going to buy, right? So this is showing that these energies are available, but it's going to be up to you to go into the store and buy them, right? And by buying them, what I mean is putting your intention and your focus and your energy towards moving towards or away from something that we see today. It's very rare things are written in stone. You know, usually we have free will to change any psychic reading. All right, unless it's some big destiny thing, which is rare. All right, so let's look at love and relationships in the 3 quarters. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, if for each quarter. And so I'm going to pull 2 cards for each quarter, and then we can add more cards if we need more information. All right, so what does it look like in 2022 for love and relationship in the first quarter? If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, what does it look like in 2022 second quarter? In a relationship, not in a relationship, in a relationship, not in a relationship, third quarter, and fourth quarter in a relationship, not in a relationship. Well, first of all, it does show in the first quarter, if you're in a relationship, there's a lot of distractions going on, and you may not be seeing your relationship clearly through your own wants and needs. And so what you may find if you're in a relationship in the first quarter, which is January, February, and March, it's going to be important to look at everybody's needs, look at how your distractions are making it so that you're not seeing the real issue, and how you may be struggling to see the person you're in a partnership with correctly. Now, relationships are not always sexual. Now, this could be a close friendship relationship, right? So let's not get tied into, is this a sex relationship? Is this a partnership? Is this, this is talking about relationship in general. I think we tend to only think of our love life, right? But let's not do that. By the way, behind me is Bavaro Beach in Punta Cana. We are in the Dominican Republic right now, and this is a real live thing. This is not a background today. So you may see people walk by or you may hear noises, okay? And we're at Playa Turquesa, if you're wondering. So if you're in a relationship, it shows it's important to look at the person clearly without all of your wants and needs in the way. See the person as they are and make your decisions from there. But it does show there's a lot of opportunity to grow relationships, to make them stronger, if you're focusing on the right thing. And why do I say that? Because we have this person and they could be focusing on everything except for maybe this glowy figure under the unknown, the potential. Now, if you're not in a relationship, I want you to be careful of scams in the first quarter. It just seems they show up stronger. They're not showing up strong the whole year, although you always have to be careful for that. But in the first quarter particularly, it shows there could be scammy people or people not being true, not communicating truly. Also, you may want to look at, are you being overly critical of potential mates? Or if somebody's being critical of you, you don't need that. Let's move on to the next opportunity. There's no reason to put up with that. And so first quarter for relationships, it's just showing a little cautionary tale. Second quarter, if you're in a relationship, you may be finding things are good, that you figured it out. You also may be making it legal. There could be a lot of weddings in the second quarter. Second quarter would be April, May, and June. You could find there could be a lot of legal things as far as relationships go. Make sure you always check the legal legal, if you're making a document, let's say you're going into partnership in relationship with a business partner and such. Now, if you're not in a relationship, it shows that your friends are more likely going to like you to stay not in a relationship. And so la, 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 when you get a lot of friend advice. But on the other hand, your friends may be able to see more clearly than you can. This also shows that you could meet people while you're out and about, but I would say you'd more likely not be out and about with your friends, because this card is actually came upside down. So you're probably not with your friends. So if you're looking to meet someone in the second quarter, April, May, and June, get out and about, but it's new people. It's not old people that you're hanging with. And so you may want to try some new things to meet someone. In the third quarter, if you're in a relationship, you're needing time and space. This is not the divorce card. It's upside down, which just means maybe finding something that you enjoy that your mate doesn't, and going and doing it anyway. It shows a need for stepping back a little bit if you're in a relationship in the third quarter, which would be July, August, and September, and taking some time for yourself. So that you can see and think clearly, but it is not necessarily a divorce. Now, if it was a separation, it would be a trial separation, but I'm not feeling that because it really isn't showing a lot of divorce energy. Now, of course, remember we said everything isn't going to apply to everyone. And so you could be having the most fabulous relationship in the third quarter and not need any alone time, or you could be going through a divorce, right? But this is a general overview of opportunities. And in the third quarter, there's an opportunity in relationships to take a little time to step back and really remind yourself of who you are. Now, if you're not in a relationship, the third quarter to me is the most positive, and that would be again July, August, and September for attracting a healthy long-term relationship. It shows you are feeling confident. Now, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We're not talking about genitals here. It's a vibration, right? And so we have the Queen of Pentacles feeling quite confident with herself, quite comfortable with herself. And so male or female, there's a good sense of, hey, I know who I am, I know what I want, and I know that I am a valuable valuable partner. We're not a half, right? That's kind of silly, but I know I'm a valuable partner. And so there's a lot of not cockiness, but really knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want. And I think it's because last quarter was really, you had to stand up for yourself and what you wanted. And so now you're quite confident. And when we're confident in ourselves and we feel that we are a valid partner, we can add to a partnership, that's when you attract someone who's healthy and feels confident in themselves, right? We attract, kind of what our energy. And so if we are not feeling like we're valid in a relationship, you're either going to attract someone that tells you that, or you're going to attract someone else that feels that way. Either way, the more that we feel valued and healthy within ourselves, the more likely we will attract a healthy relationship. But the third quarter, looks good for love life and for any sort of partnership. Looks good. And again, that's July, August, and September. In October, November, December, in the fourth quarter, it shows if you're in a relationship, you're really looking at what can I do to improve my participation in my relationship. It isn't necessarily what can I do to make the other person do what I need them to do, because that's an impossibility. People don't do what you do just because you're doing it, right? But finding finding how you can contribute. And really, this card is often finding new ideas, searching out new ways to communicate. And so communication may be key in 2022, especially in the fourth quarter if you're in a partnership. If you're not in a partnership, you may find that you're stressing over it. And that's understandable because it's a stressful time to be going into the holiday season, not in a relationship. And so be gentle and kind with yourself. This isn't helpful, right? That's not helpful. Maybe surround yourself with other single people. Maybe bring yourself to looking at that this is a situation that is being amplified because of the holidays. That if you were in that situation in the middle of the year, you probably wouldn't be having as much of a reaction. So keep it in perspective, pull out your mental and emotional tools, make sure you're having fun and doing things, even though you're not in a relationship right now. So could you find love in 2022? Absolutely. The best time, I think, is in that third quarter. But if you meet someone tomorrow and it's not the third quarter, you go, girl or guy. But in the first quarter, do be careful of fraud, because it seems like that's amped up. And so if it seems to be good to be true, if the person won't meet in person, if they're from a different country or they're from a different state and they don't have the money to come see you, that's all fraud talk, right? Yep. Heard a lot of it. Okay, well, so let's see what the message is for love and relationships in 2022. So just give me a second. We'll get a message to finish up. There is only one of you, and that you is perfect just the way it is. You are not less or more because you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. A partner may add to your life, but it definitely, not having one is not a detraction. It's an opportunity to explore you more. You have a perfect opportunity in 2022 to create an environment that is healthy and fertile for a new relationship, whether it's a love relationship, a companion, or a business partner. You have within you, by creating what you want in your relationship within yourself, you're going to attract that. Whether you're in a relationship or not, the message is the same. Be to yourself what you want others to be to you, not because it will make them do it, but because you're setting up an energetic harmony or harmonic connection to create and bring that about. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and we're going to talk about world events in 2022. Thanks so much. We'll see you then.